Y'all ready? Find out in a few minutes if you ready or not. Come on in. How y'all doing this morning? YouTube, what's good? Facebook family and friends, how y'all doing this morning? Come on into the assignment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here this morning, getting ready to chop it up with y'all real quick for that hour-long session that I give y'all basically for the free. But I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. Y'all see I'm early this morning too. It says 9:59, so I know y'all know I'm only here Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. Hold on this morning. Y'all ready? On the march, get set. Ready, go. Ooh-wee. Yeah, how y'all feel this morning? How y'all feel? Come on into the assignment. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Y'all need clarity over here for Facebook. Y'all pretty good. Y'all pretty squared away. Come on into the assignment. Let me give y'all some clarity just in case y'all need some clarity. Boom. How about that? Ooh. So that's the beautiful thing when you get clarity of thought, when you get clarity of mind, when you get clarity, when you're walking in clear thoughts and clear visions and clear understanding and clear comprehensions in the earth. And it's always a beautiful thing. It's always gonna be a beautiful thing. This thing looks sideways. It's more like, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know what to do. What's up with y'all, YouTube? Y'all gonna have to be looking sideways this morning. I don't know. I don't know what I did this morning and got y'all looking all sideways. But anyway, I'm here this morning. How y'all feel this morning? Y'all come on in. Y'all know got my little vibe of oil right here. Give me a little dap. A little dapper do you every now and again. You're gonna need a little dap. And so sometimes I do this just to kind of like open my mind and open my thoughts and open my third eye so I can see. Because sometimes in this thing called life, you might have to close your natural eyes. That's what I'm discovering. So I'm just taking y'all on my journey right now with me as I journey through this thing called life, as I odyssey through this hourglass era concepts and narratives and understandings in the earth. I'm just taking y'all on my journey. So maybe the universe at one time in your life that will eventually tell you to open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people, like I've been commanded to do. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health conscious coach. I'm your intellectual content creator. And I'm also your podcast professor. And so I'm here this morning on assignment, as usual. Nothing spectacular, So y'all know it ain't nothing spectacular going on in the assignment. But I don't know what happened to this thing, YouTube. Maybe y'all gonna sit sideways like this or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's all well and good. Let me get this mic over here. Y'all know I done got my little mic going on as I have transitioned from where I once was until where I'm going. The universe gonna keep having you to evolve. You feel me? I don't think that you'll ever be the same. You know what I'm saying? We didn't start the same. We started out from an embryo. And when that sperm cell hit that embryo, and then all of you was in that one little tiny bit of matter, right? And so at the same time, we done grew up to become where we are right now, 6'2", 235-pound black man, you know what I'm saying? So welcome to the Hourglass Era. You know what I'm saying? I just want to welcome everybody to the Hourglass Era. As a matter of fact, since I didn't do this yesterday, maybe I'll do it this morning, because sometimes y'all know I get so caught up into the message or the session because I call these sessions, I call all of these sessions that we're having, there are psychological inclinations and there's sessions to build your internal man, right? To make sure that your internal man is growing and is going. And sometimes we don't have the ability to grow and then go. I'm telling you that right now. Sometimes you will never have the ability to grow and then go. Sometimes what I'm discovering about this thing called life is the fact that you're going to have to grow as you go. As you go through this thing called life, then we grow as we go. And so that's a beautiful space to be in. When you know that, then you operate from a different perspective because you know that you don't have time to sit back, grow, and then go after you grown. That's not how that goes. You normally, under normal conditions, have to grow in this thing called life as you go. And so here it is. Y'all ready? Y'all ready this morning? Come on, YouTube. What they do, YouTube, Facebook, family, and friends. How you doing this morning? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. You know what I'm saying? Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts. And this, I'll tell y'all, explain more. You know what I'm saying? The hourglass concept. One second. The hourglass concepts, right? The hourglass concepts, and it's represent neutrality, balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey here in the hourglass. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. You know what I'm saying? It's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras and unlocking the spiritual experiences, and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Each session unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. And y'all know it's a whole inner world that we tap into here in the hourglass. So come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. And that's a beautiful thing to be right now, when we can be enlightened, when we can be encouraged, we can be inspired as we walk through life's curriculum. I keep telling y'all that there's a such thing as life's curriculum, right? There's a curriculum of life that we all must endure, right? Why is this thing not looking right? That we all must navigate and orchestrate. There's always a life's curriculum, right? There's a curriculum of life that we all must walk through. And the only way to kind of like get through it is through having a holistic understanding. And I believe that when you have a holistic understanding about this thing called life, when you actually live consciously, when you live intentionally, you live with your mind wrapped around the real true aspect of life, then you get a whole nother perspective. And I'm just taking y'all on this journey with me, being that the universe said, open the laptop. He told me this on October 15th, 2022. He said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. We had just came out of the pandemic. We had just came out of all of the traumas and the triggers that they use in the earth to actually, cause us to be, I guess, remain downtrodden and remain in a deficit. And so right now, I'm just on assignment. I'm operating strictly in obedience to what I believe that the universe has called me to do, as far as to speak into the mind of the people, and just, I think, build morale, build inspiring, conscious thoughts to exist. We know that they exist through the hourglass, and everything on the top side of the hourglass has to be light, and everything on the bottom side of the hourglass has to be darkness. It's only two things in the earth. And so the top side would be light, the bottom would be darkness, right? You know, so the top side would be positivity, the bottom side would be negativity. The top side would be alkalinity, the bottom side would be acidity. You know what I'm saying? And there's only two. The top side would be consciousness, and the bottom side would be unconsciousness, right? And so we have these different things in the atmosphere that we have to pay attention to, because they're all relevant. When you're walking in the awareness of where you are, who you are, and things of that nature, then guess what? You're going to have that conscious thought about, you know what I'm saying, exactly what's going on. But then at the same time, on the opposite side and the opposite end of that, which is unconscious and or unaware, then it's the bottom side of the hourglass where darkness is, right? And so I come in periodically, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour, just to basically give credence and understanding and comprehensions to the vast array of ideas and ideologies and narratives in the earth. Because there's a lot of narratives that I believe that the creator of all things have in his repertoire of knowledge. He is infinite wisdom, right? He is infinite intelligence, right? He is infinite consciousness. And so, you know what I'm saying, I just come in, I guess, as a liaison, as a mediator, if you will, just to inspire, to enlighten, to encourage the mind of the people. And that's why I'm here. For no other reason but to encourage you to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. That's all I want. If I can get that, I promise you, if I can get that right there, if I can get that, then I'll be a happy camper. Strictly because of that, for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Strictly for that reason, I can get that. I see where I'm sitting kind of awkward this morning over here on this side of the spectrum, but it's okay. We're going to vibe out like that. I'll do better tomorrow. But how y'all feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. I just want y'all to come on into the assignment. That's it. Just come on in. Gather around the table, because there's a table that you're going to eventually have to gather around, sir. Amen. There's a table in the atmosphere that you're going to eventually have to gather around, right? And this table is a table of your own thoughts. And what I desire for you to do is kind of sit back to a certain degree and walk through this odyssey. Just walk through this odyssey consciously. Walk through this odyssey intentionally. Make sure that your third eye is open where you can see clear through your pineal and your pituitary gland. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody under the sound of my voice a few words. That's it. I say I'm here this morning to speak into the mind of the people like I've been commanded to do. And I can tell you this, as we move through this, and as we matriculate through this thing called life, especially with all of the traumas that we've endured as a people, especially all the traumas that we've endured as a culture, traumas that we have endured as a society, as a community. We've all endured traumas, psychological traumas that we've endured, even as just regular patriotical citizens here in the United States. We have endured traumas and triggers. Even right now, lately, recently, even in the political arena, it's been a lot of traumas and triggers that has been pulled, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, almost, you know what I'm saying, to the point that if you don't stand outside of these things, if you stand in the midst of it, it'll overwhelm your spirit. It'll overwhelm your life. It'll overwhelm your thoughts. It'll overwhelm your being and your essence. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody under the sound of my voice what was dropped in my spirit. And so y'all know that I get that specific downloads, right? And these downloads come through me keeping my mind and my body and my spirit open to receive any and everything that the universe, I'm talking about the real true creator of all things. I'm talking about the creator. I'm talking about the real true creator. I'm talking about the real one. I'm talking about the one that stood out into nothing and spoke something into the atmosphere, and everything on that periodical table chart that we learned about in 8th grade came. And he said, tell the people that that's my stuff. And so I'm on this journey with y'all. I am not a know-it-all. I don't know all of it. I do not know all the answers. All I know is right now I'm being obedient to what he spoke into my spirit on October 15th, 2022, when he said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. And so I'm here this morning on assignment. I'm here this morning because I have no other choice in the matter. So while I'm here, I might as well speak. I might as well speak. I might as well order, like I'm an orator in the atmosphere, right? And so I might as well speak into the mind since I'm here. There's no reason for me not to speak into your mind, ma'am. There's no reason for me not to speak into your mind, sir. A madam, a mister, a cousin, all the cousins in the earth that's attached to me through quantum entanglements. We're quantumly entangled. And so that's one of the reasons why you came across this live this morning, because your spirit and because of the quantum entanglements has drawn you here on assignment for yourself to hear, to speak, to understand, to comprehend whatever it is that the universe have a desire for you to see and hear and understand. And so as I sat there this morning on the side of my bed, one thing I would never do, and I want y'all to get a full, true understanding of this, I would never come and sit behind this sacred desk and don't seek out the face of the creator and say, what would you have me to say to the mind of the people? Like, what would you have me to say? I don't want to say anything that would discourage. I don't want to see anything that would cause you to be off balance and out of sync in this thing called life and out of alignment. So we're going to talk. That's all at the bottom side of the hourglass. So if we're going to talk, we might as well speak alignment, because alignment has to be on the top side of the hourglass where light is. Light at the top, darkness is at the bottom. Alignment got to be at the top. Being unaligned has to be at the bottom. So being encouraged got to be at the top. Being discouraged is got to be at the bottom. So I would never come here and do anything and operate anywhere from the bottom side of the hourglass. We're going to operate and we're going to anchor our footing in the light side, on the top side, on the alkaline side, on the positive side, on the balanced side, on the connected side, because connected got to be at the top, disconnected got to be at the bottom. And so we're going to just rock all the way out. We might well rock. If we're going to rock, we might well rock, right? If we're going to rock out, we might as well rock out, sir. If we're going to rock out, we might as well rock out, ma'am. If we're going to rock all the way out, we might as well rock all the way out in truth, because truth is a part of our warfare armor, and truth got to be at the top side of the hourglass. Lies got to be at the bottom. You operating in lies and all that type of stuff, that's got to be at the bottom. That's low vibrational. That's got to be at the bottom side of the hourglass. And so we're going to stand in our truths. Truth got to be at the top, where the light is, when you're standing in truth. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought. I'm your thought provoker. So I'm going to provoke thought. Like if I don't do anything else, ma'am, if I don't do anything else, sir, I'm here to provoke you to think. Think past the narratives and think past the understandings and the comprehensions that we once thought. And it's okay to think them and use them as foundational truths. I'm not saying get rid of the thought. I'm just telling you that we're going to have to compile upon the thoughts and upon the foundational truths that we have once believed and once understood and once comprehended. And so I'm here this morning to tell you to step your game up, sir. Hey, ma'am, you're going to have to step your game up. We're going to have to evolve and become the best versions of ourselves that we can, and we have to pay attention to the pH in our bodies in order to do it. That's all I'm here to tell you. That P, small p, capital H, the power of hydrogen in your body is significant, sir. It's significant, ma'am. The power of hydrogen in your body is significant. You got to pay attention to the power of the pH in your body. If it's acidic, and that means it's low vibration, that means it's on the bottom side of the hourglass. That means where all of the low vibrational stuff in the earth, like murder, suicide, homicide, words like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be death, destruction, and disease is at the bottom of the hourglass where acidity is. On the top side of the hourglass has to be health, wellness, and well-being. That's the opposite. You got to be health, wellness, and well-being has to be at the top side of the hourglass. And so I talk health, wellness, and well-being concepts and narratives and understandings and comprehensions in the earth. So we want to anchor our footing in the top side of the hourglass where the light is in the earth. Darkness got to be at the bottom. Is it relevant? Yes, because you've never seen a two-pole positive battery. Ever in your entire life, have you ever seen a two-pole negative battery? You've never seen a two-pole negative battery. You know what I'm saying? You've never seen that. You've never seen that. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell you that positivity and negativity has to exist simultaneously in order to have power. Ooh-wee. So we need the negative aspect of the construct, just like we need the positive aspect of the construct. But I'm here to tell you that we're not going to anchor our footing in the negative. We're going to anchor our footing in the positive side of psychology, in the positive mental attitude of the understanding of the alkaline conscientiousness. It's on the positive side of thought. And so in order to get there, in order to remain there, you have to make sure that you're paying attention to all the words that hold vibrations. And so all these words that have numbers to them, they all have vibrational aspects to these numbers and to these words. And so you got to be cognitively aware of the assignment when you walk in this thing called life, right? And so he told me to tell everybody in the sound of my voice, stay the course. That's what I'm here to tell every individual under the sound of my voice. Some individuals that this word and this session might be for, might not even be on live right now at this moment. You feel me? I said that some individual that this word might hit and resonate in your spirit, right? You might not even be here live at the moment. You might hear this live 5, 10, 15 years from now. And at the same time, it will resonate true in your spirit when you are quantumly entangled with the understanding and comprehensions of the universe. And so, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here to tell you, stay the course. That's my assignment. Don't matter what it may look like, sir. No matter what it might be, no matter what it might exist at right now, at the moment when you see it, I'm here to tell you right now, every individual under the sound of my voice, to stay the course. That's what I'm here to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Stay the course. Don't get so caught up in anything that will hinder, stagnate, or prevent you from becoming, right? You're going to have to make sure that you stay the course. That's the objective here, is to stay the course. Don't retreat. Don't throw in the towel. Don't back up. Don't get weary and well doing. Just don't do anything that will hinder, stagnate, or prevent you from becoming. So at the same time, you're going to have to stay the course. No matter what the political arena may look like, no matter what the different shots that may ring out over the course of this situation, no matter what it may be, and no matter what it may look like, I'm here to tell you to stay the course. That's what was told to me. Stay the course. Stay focused. Stay aligned. Stay valid. Stay balanced. Stay vivid. Not vague. Stay vivid in your understanding and comprehensions, right? And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. True enough, I'm on assignment, but, I'm your health-conscious coach. I'm your intellectual content creator, but I'm also your podcast professor. And what I'm telling you right now under the sound of my voice, when you come into surgery, right, there's a certain protocol, sir, that you're going to have to abide by before you can come off the street and then run straight into the surgery, the operating room. There's a certain protocol that you're going to have to do to scrub in. Get your mind right. Scrub all the way in. What the surgeons and the anesthesiologists have to do, and all of the people like myself that took x-rays at Baptist Hospital, for X amount of years as I was studying my AS degree in radiology. We had to scrub in. We weren't able to come straight out of the street and then, straight into the OR. There's a procedure that has to be taken. There's a protocol that has to be taken place. And so we had to scrub in. I had a whole session, sir. I had a whole session, ma'am. Hey, cousins, I had a whole sessions, nephew. Since y'all trying to ump me now, in the atmosphere. I walked in the Walmart the other day, and a dude tried to ump me. He seen me struggling a little bit, get out of the car. He said, "You all right, ump?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right. It's all good, nephew." So all my nephews in the earth, all my nieces in the earth, I'm here to tell you, stay the course. That's what I'm here to tell you. Stay the course. And you know that any course, it ain't no CORSE. When we talking about course hair, we ain't talking about that kind of course. I said stay the course, COURSE, right? And we know that there's a curriculum. We know that there's a curriculum of life that has to be adhered to. Course meaning?
Here's the definition of course. The route or direction followed by a ship, aircraft, road, or river.
Okay. That wasn't all the way it, right? It said liquid move without restriction flow. Pursue. Game expression pairs with greyhounds using sight rather than scent. That ain't what we're talking about. What are the two meanings of course? The word course is used as a noun and a verb with many different meanings. Some common meanings as the noun include a route or a direction taken. Now we back on the throne. It's a certain route, man. There's a certain route. Ooh-wee. That has to be taken. And this route have all different types of terrain in it. It has some mountainous terrain. It has some flat desert type terrain. It has some deep valley, low terrain. It has all kind of bumps and bruises in the terrain. Sometimes it's smooth surfaces that you can almost skate on. But then it's some surfaces so smooth that it's almost like glass that you better not put no skates on it because you have slipped down and fall as soon as you get on there because it's not rough enough. And so it's certain terrain in the atmosphere, right, that we're going to have to endure. All of these ups and these downs and these trials and these tribulations that we're going to have to go through is life's curriculum. It's the curriculum of life. And so nobody is what's the word? Exempt. No one is exempt from the course of life that we all have to walk out, and we all have to do it from an individualized perspective. I know you want to I know you want to be born into the universe, right? And then you want to come in at the month, the day, and the year that you was allotted to come into the universe and the metaverse. And you came here by yourself, on your own, butt booty naked, right? You came out your mother's womb with nothing. And I know that when you get here in the universe, then you try to link up with people, right? And some people want to get married, and they came in with a different month, day, and year, and you came in with a different month, day, and year, and a different hour, minute, and second. Yet you all had to come in differently, right? But what he's showing me is that fact that there's an allotted time that you had to come into the universe. And in that allotted time, there was a zodiac sign that was attached to that allotted time too. It was a season, 4 seasons in the year that was attached to that allotted time too, right? And so all these things is playing a significant part. And what he told me to tell the mind of the people is tell them that all of it is a part of it. All of it. Don't deny any part, ma'am. Because if you deny any parts, by the time it comes at the end of your life, right? I just spoke to somebody that's a nurse in geriatrics. And she says she loved being there when people is about to transition out of this life into the next realm and next dimension that we must all go to. One thing that we all understand is that all of us would never get out of here alive. We all understand that we will never get out of here alive. We must go through death in order to get out of here. And so death is a prerequisite for life, just like light is a prerequisite for darkness, just like up is a prerequisite for down, just like in is a prerequisite out. You couldn't have one without the other. Anyway, I'm here this morning to tell you to stay the course. He said to me, tell him that it all eventually makes sense. When you stay the course, man, when you stay life's curriculum course that has given you, you're the only fingerprint in the earth that can actually do it your way. You're the only fingerprint in the earth that can actually operate from the capacity by which you do it. You're the only fingerprint in the earth that can do it that way. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, stay the course. Don't be distracted. Don't get dismayed. Don't be disgruntled. Don't be all these disses. There's no reason to. All you got to do is stay the course. Just stay the course. And he said it'll eventually all make sense. Don't get caught up. We know that we are in this world, but they say that we're not of the world, and that's okay. If you want to feel like you want to move in that capacity, then it's okay to move in that capacity. But I'm here this morning to tell you, stay the course. Don't be distracted. Stay focused. Stay aware. Keep your equilibrium. Don't be off balance and out of sync. Like right now, my YouTube look like it's off balance because I got it tilted that way, right? And so I like sometimes to do certain things like that there where a person, if they're not careful, will become distracted if they're not careful. And I don't want you to be so easily distracted. Don't be so distracted by the distractions. Ooh, that was deep right there. I say, don't be so distracted by the distractions. They're all around us to distract, to distort, and distort our visions, distort and distort our spirit and distort our viewpoints. It's all kind of distortions in the atmosphere at the moment. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, stay the course. It'll eventually all make sense. Don't get so caught up. Don't get so disgruntled. Don't feel like you've got to be so disrespected. We ain't going to be distant. We're going to just pay attention and stay cognitively aware about the pH in our bodies. And all three components of you, sir. There's three sides of you on every aspect of where you got three minds. You got three parts of you. That's your spirit, your mind, and your body. And so what he's sharing with me is that when in the spirit realm, when you need your spiritual help, right? People normally go to the spirit activities like church or to the cathedral, or you go to the mosque, or you go to the, what 7-day, you go to all these different gathering points in the religious sector. That's when you would need the religious and the spiritual aspect adhered to. And then in the mind situation, you go to coaches and counselors and therapists and psychologists. That's when you want your mind to be talked to, right? Your mind has to be adjusted and readjusted and realigned and balanced. You come to people like myself that has master degrees in psychology and ministry and things of that nature, right? And then that body man, right? When you go to Piedmont Henry, Piedmont Atlanta, Piedmont Lawrenceville, and Piedmont hospitals, that's your body man that's speaking. And all three of these components within you, sir, your spirit, your mind, and your body, you need to find out which one is speaking, which one is talking, because I'm discovering that all three can be speaking simultaneously. And you're going to need to know how to decipher. You're going to need to know how to decipher all three parts of your body. Your spirit is separate from your mind. Your mind is separate from your body. But your spirit, man, is most important of them all, right? Because your spirit is the real true you. Ooh-wee. And so we're going to have to determine that your spirit, your mind, and your body all have to be alkalinic. In order for you to self-actualize and become the best version of yourself that you can become, you're going to have to be alkalinic, and you're going to have to remain alkalinic. That's the only way. That's the top side of the hourglass. That's where health, wellness, and well-being is. Good morning. Good morning to all of the tribe members. This is the Hourglass Era, and this is the Hourglass Era tribe. And I just want y'all to understand and comprehend that we're just being cognitively aware. We're just walking in the awareness of it all. Yeah. We're just walking in the awareness. walking conscious, walking in complete understanding, walking in holistic value and holistic worth. Knowing your value make you walk different in the earth. When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see? I did a session called Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. What is it that you see when you look in the mirror? Do you see greatness? Or do you see an inferiority complex? Do you see victory? Or do you feel defeated? Because I'm here to tell you how you view yourself is significant. Did you hear me? I say how you view yourself, sir, is significant. Yes, it is. It's significant on how you view yourself. Yeah, it's significant. And so at the same time, y'all know I'm still trying to adjust some stuff. I don't know why I look so crooked. But it's all good. We'll stay crooked for the day until we get it all together. But I'm here this morning to tell you this. Stay the course. Stay. The course that has been given to you, ma'am, has not been given to any other person in the earth. And you're the only fingerprint in the earth that can stay the course and do it from the capacity by which you have been called to do it. You're the only one. You're the only fingerprint in the earth that can have the way to do it your way, because there is no other way to do it in the way that your fingerprint is designed to do it. And I'm surprised at the mind of the people that want to look around society and want to look around these different social media platforms, and want to look around all these different things and then act like they want to. This music right here is designed to open up all of your chakras, open up your abundance of understanding and comprehensions. And so sometimes y'all know I'll get quiet. If the universe say, quiet your spirit, I'll get quiet. Even when it's noise and it's chaos all around me, I have the wherewithal and the power and the skill set to quiet my spirit. And that's a skill. Sometimes you're going to have to breathe through the process. Did you hear me? I say sometimes in this thing called life, you might have to breathe through the process. Go ahead on and breathe, sir. Go ahead on and take a deep breath, ma'am. You might have to breathe. Because I did a session on that a little while back. He said, tell him I said to breathe, right? And at that moment, I don't think we were all breathing. We had those masks on our face. And we was breathing the same breath that we had breathed out an hour ago. We were inhaling the same deoxygenated oxygen by having that mask on. So we was literally slow killing ourselves. You put that mask on, you're gonna be low-key killing yourself, because our bodies were designed to inhale O2 and to exhale CO2. And when you're exhaling CO2 off that first breath, and then you inhale that deoxygenated oxygen, Then before it's all over said and done, an hour or two go by and you just still breathing that same breath that you breathed 2 hours earlier. Yeah, we was low-key killing ourselves because our bodies start to scream and say, wait a minute, I don't have enough oxygen in my body to actually perform all the duties that my organs is designed to perform. And so you've got to be careful about all the things that we've seen and endured and understand. I prefer to breathe air, O2, and exhale CO2. And so I was kind of thrilled with that mask thing, but we made it through. And right now we're on the other side of the pandemic. They missed the L between the P and the A, but it's all good. We know what it was. And so I'm here this morning to tell you to stay the course. It'll eventually all make sense. But you got to stay the course. You got to stay. You got to stay the course. You got to stay the route. You got to stay within the limits. You got to stay within the boundaries. You got to stay within the direction taken. You got to stay within the program. You got to stay within the instructions. It's a part of the meal served at one time. As a verb, the course most often means to run a race or to move swiftly. There's a course that has been laid out in front of you, sir. A course of life that you're going to have to live and no one else can live it for you. Did you hear me? I say no one else can live your life, sir. Hey, ma'am, no one else can live your life. Your life is to be lived by you, by which the avatar that you have, that you're in right now, that had brought you into this side of the dimension. You have to live your life. Your life has its own individualized stamp on it. It's stamped with your fingerprint. I'm surprised at the mind of the people that will look around social media platforms and then try to mimic other individuals' podcasts. I'm surprised at individuals that try to mimic other individuals' lifestyle through this social media. Your lifestyle is not going to match up to someone else's lifestyle because your lifestyle was different from theirs from the start. You even had a different birthday. So how you could come into the universe and then want to actually match your life up? That means you're going to be a carbon copy of someone else's stuff. You ain't going to be an original. And so we all here, we got an original course to take. We are originals. We are not carbon copies of anyone else's lifestyle or anyone else's procedures or anyone else's story. He told me a little while back, about 15 years ago, he said, tell your story so I can get the glory. That's what he told me. He said, go ahead on and tell your story, sir. And so when he told me on October 15th, 2022, to open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people, I didn't have a choice in the matter. I did not. And so I'm here now, telling my story. And I know that as I become more and more obedient, and more consistent, I'm almost 2-year-old baby. October 15th this year, 2024, will make my second year of being here 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, the 9 o'clock hour. And so I'm here to rock out with your mind, rock out with your thoughts, drop something into the tympanic membrane of your soul, of your down into the deep parts in the belly of your bowels through your DNA. I just want to speak into your DNA and shift the dynamic. Because once your DNA is shifted, then you're not the same person anymore. And I believe that once you come into the presence of the creator of all things, that you can never genuinely and sincerely accept the creator of all things, ideology and understandings and comprehensions and holistic values and universal conscientiousness in the earth, and ever really truly be the same. You could never come into the power and the knowledge and the vigor and vitality. One thing I've discovered, that learning is like once you delve, it's gonna strap. I'm gonna turn that whole TV off. That just distracted me just then. Once you learn, right, and once you learn that you can never, your brain can never go back into what you have not learned. So if you learn something, then your mind is expanded. You cannot ever go back to the dimension by which it was lessened by the learning. Because once you learn something, your mind expands. And it can never snap back to the dimension by which it once was prior to you learning. And so I'm here this morning to help you and to assist you in learning. And allow that gray matter over your brain to thicken, and that fiber optic course that be going in and out your brain when you learning something new. It's fiber optics is actually, I wish you can see it on a fluoroscopy. You can see that brain fire differently when you're learning something, when you're reading, and when you're interacting with your mind. It fires differently than when it's at rest. And so we see that on the monitor, on the screen, where people have these little prongs tapped into or all over their head, and when they start to think, it starts to send a vibrational code or frequency to the machine, and we can see that their mind is moving through thought. And so I'm here this morning to tell you nothing more than these 3 words: stay the course. That's what I'm here to tell you. And I came by here this morning to speak that into your spirit. Stay the course. Don't be distracted by the distractions. Don't get so caught up into this world systems and all these different systems of the world that will get you so caught up to where you lose focus on who you are in the earth. You lose focus on your value, your worth, your essence, your energy, your frequency, your power, your vigor, your vitality, your victories, your triumphance. So I'm here. Y'all know I close my eyes and speak out my spirit to the mind of the people. That's what I've been called to do. And that's what I'm going to continue to do until he says different. Because Monday through Thursday, the 9 o'clock hour, I'm here, whether it's 9:01 or 9:59. I try to get here before 9:59 though. But at the same time, I'm not held. Long as I'm here in the 9 o'clock hour, then at the same time, I feel as though I'm still on my assignment. Y'all know I've been tardy, quite a few times, but I've been more on time than I have been tardy. So right now, what I want you to do is look over your whole entire life at this moment, right? And I want you to see that you have more W's in your win column than you do L's in your loss column. Can you say that, sir? Hey, ma'am, can you say that I have more W's in my win column than I do losses in my L column? Okay, if you can say that, then you win. If you can say that, then you're on the winning side. And the lowest point that I will allow you to go to right now is 51.49. 51% positives and 49% negatives. That's still too close, because all it's going to take is one event, and all it's going to take is one trauma. All it's going to take is one trigger to flip that all the way up on his head. And so I don't want you to be that close to the spectrum. I want you to be deep up in the alkaline side of conscientiousness. So you're going to have to be up there by 13. The pH in your body goes from 0 to 14. And then 7 being the center, the smallest part where the sand falls through the center is 7. And so one number above 7 is 8, one number below 7 is 6. And in that little small little point is neutrality. It's neutral. That food that you eat, that's a neutral food. It ain't gonna hurt you, but it won't help you either. But foods that stand on the alkaline side of the spectrum through your blood type, yeah, you will actually become better. Your blood will, your brain will fire differently when it's alkalinic. But your brain slow down. Your brain slow down when it's acidic, because acidity is inflammation, and inflammation causes pain. And so you'll be in pain. And so your components of the 3, which is your spirit, your mind, and your body, will be acidic. That's how that goes. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm your thought provoker. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And I'm here to help you do life. We're here to just do life together. That's all. Nothing spectacular. We're going to do life. Yeah, we're going to do life together. And so, how y'all feel this morning? That's what I need to know. How do you really feel? Tell me, talk to me. I didn't know how y'all feeling. I done said my word. Those 3 words is what was spoken in my spirit. And I want y'all to understand that. Those 3 words. Did you hear me? I just want those 3 words to resonate in your spirit. That's it. Stay the course. That's what it was. Stay the course of life. We know that we all have to endure life's curriculum. There's a curriculum of life that we must endure. I'm here to tell you that everybody, life is going to correct. You better understand that concept. That your life gonna life now. You're not exempt from your life lifing. Did you hear me? I say you definitely not exempt from your life lifing. You're gonna have to endure these certain strategies to keep a powerful mindset and to make it happen. I say you're gonna eventually have to. You're gonna eventually have to. Good morning. You're gonna eventually have to keep the strategic strategies in place. There's strategic strategies in the earth that you're going to have to keep in place in order for you to have a powerful mindset and to make it happen. And so everyone is different. Everybody really absorb information different. And so I know that you're going to have to believe in oneself. You're going to believe in yourself. That's the belief that you're going to have to have. You're going to have to believe in the power of yourself, that you have the ability to do it. You have the ability and the agility to get it done. Whatever that it is for you in your life, sir, you're going to have to believe that from an internal most value of yourself, that I believe I have the ability and I believe that I have the agility to get it done. You better understand that for yourself. Nobody can understand that for you. You're going to have to understand all of these things for yourself. Yeah. That your mind indeed carries some mysterious power that's based on what you currently know and can take people to the reality of their desires. Your mind has the ability to do that. You can imagine, and you'll imagine, when you imagine something, then you can actually predict, and you can actually manifest and affirm, have these affirmations that would affirm everything that you've imagined and manifest it into the atmosphere through reality. And so, all these things are possible. You just got to tap into your innermost being, the innermost essence of who you are. I can tell my hour is coming up. I can feel it. Yep, I'm at an hour already. And so y'all know I do 1 hour a day, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm on speaking into the mind of the people. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought, to cause your mind to shift, to do the mindset shifting that's necessary in order for you to tap into the best version of yourself that you can become. And so, like I said, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm on assignment. I'm your health conscious coach. I'm your intellectual content creator. And I'm also your podcast professor. And I'm here this morning to tell you 3 words. Stay the course. I'm done, y'all. It's been a pleasure to sit in with you guys and tap in with you as you shift into the positive mindset and as you trust and believe that you have what it takes in order to get where you need to be. I say you got to trust and believe that you have what it takes in order to get what you believe and what your heart's desire. You got to believe it in yourself that you have what it takes to get what you desire. I'm going, y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I look forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow.